My child, the year that just ended took things from you. It stretched you, disappointed you, and left marks you didn't know how to explain. You tried to move on quickly, but some wounds followed you quietly. You told yourself time would fix it. You told yourself to be strong and keep going. But listen closely now. This new year is not just about moving forward. It is about healing. I am not asking you to pretend last year didn't hurt. I am stepping into those places that never fully healed. And this year, I will restore what pain interrupted. My child, before this new year moves forward, I want you to pause with me for a moment. I know how quickly people expect you to move on. New dates on the calendar, new plans, new goals, new expectations. But I am not rushing you past what still aches inside. I am not asking you to forget what last year took from you. I am not asking you to smile and pretend everything is fine. This year is not asking you to ignore the pain. It is inviting you to heal it. Last year changed you. Some changes were quiet. Some were sudden. Some were painful. You lost things you thought would stay. You faced moments you didn't feel prepared for. You carried disappointment that didn't have words. And even though time moved forward, parts of your heart stayed behind, still processing what happened. You told yourself that being strong meant not looking back. But healing does not come from pretending. It comes from honesty. I saw the moments you told yourself you were okay when you weren't. I saw the nights you lay awake replaying what you wish had gone differently. I saw how you questioned yourself, wondering if you could have done more, said something differently, tried harder. But my child, hear me clearly now. You were not weak, you were wounded, and wounds do not heal by being ignored. This new year is not coming to demand performance from you. It is not measuring your progress by how quickly you move on. It is not comparing you to who you were before the pain. This year is gentle, it is intentional. It is designed to restore what last year disrupted. And restoration does not happen through pressure. It happens through presence. You may feel hesitant to hope again. You may be guarding your heart more carefully now. You may be slower to trust, slower to expect, slower to believe. That is not failure. That is wisdom shaped by experience. I am not asking you to open your heart recklessly. I am asking you to open it safely with me. My child, healing does not mean the pain never happened. It means the pain no longer controls you. It means memories no longer wound you when they surface. It means fear no longer shapes your decisions. And this year, that is the work I am beginning. Not all at once, not loudly, but steadily and deeply. There were things last year that ended without closure. Conversations that never happened. Apologies you never received. Answers you never got. And those loose ends have weighed on your heart. But closure does not always come from others. Sometimes it comes from me, giving you peace without explanation. This year, I am closing chapters gently, without reopening wounds. You have carried grief quietly, not always from loss that others could see, but from loss of expectations, dreams, timelines, and versions of life you hoped for. You mourned what could have been, and that grief mattered. I did not overlook it. I collected every tear you thought didn't count, and now I am returning comfort in its place. My child, this year is not about fixing you. You were never broken. It is about healing what was hurt. It is about restoring your confidence, your peace, your trust, and your sense of safety. I am not replacing who you are. I am strengthening who you have become. You may notice that healing feels slow at first. Some days you feel lighter. Other days the pain resurfaces unexpectedly. Do not be discouraged by this. Healing is not linear. It does not move in straight lines. It unfolds in layers, and each layer healed makes room for the next. This year, I am not measuring your growth by how much you accomplish. I am measuring it by how gently you treat yourself, by how honestly you feel, by how openly you trust me with what still hurts. You are allowed to take your time. You are allowed to heal at your own pace. You are allowed to rest without guilt. I know you want this year to be different. Not louder, not faster, but safer, kinder, lighter. And that desire did not come from nowhere. It came from me. I placed that longing in your heart because I intend to meet it. My child, I am walking into this year with you, not ahead of you leaving you to catch up, not behind you watching from a distance, but beside you, step by step. I will not rush your healing. I will not force your faith. I will not demand strength where tenderness is needed. This year will heal what last year could not because time magically changes things, but because I am present in ways you have never experienced before. And this is only the beginning. My child, as this new year continues to unfold, I want you to understand something very important. Healing does not only happen where pain is obvious. It also happens in the quiet places where you learned to protect yourself. After what you went through last year, you became careful. You guarded your heart. You limited how much you felt. You told yourself that being cautious was wisdom, and sometimes it was. But some of those walls were built out of fear, not faith. And now, I am gently touching those places, not to expose you to harm, but to remind you that you are safe again. You learned how to survive by staying alert. You learned how to manage disappointment by lowering expectations. You learned how to cope by staying emotionally distant from things that once mattered deeply to you. These habits kept you going when things were painful, but they are not meant to follow you into this year. This year is not about surviving. It is about restoring your ability to live fully again. I know it feels unfamiliar to soften after being hurt. Vulnerability can feel risky when you have been wounded. Opening your heart again can feel like inviting pain back in. But hear me clearly. Healing does not require you to relive the hurt. It requires you to trust me with it. I am not asking you to drop your guard recklessly. I am asking you to let me hold what you have been guarding so tightly. There are moments this year when old feelings may surface unexpectedly. A memory, a sound, a situation, something that reminds you of what was lost or what went wrong. Do not be afraid when this happens. It is not a sign that healing has failed. It is a sign that healing is active. When pain rises, it is often because it is ready to be released. You may notice that your emotions feel closer to the surface now. Tears come more easily. Joy feels more tender. Sadness feels more honest. That is not weakness. That is wholeness returning. You are no longer numb. You are no longer disconnected. You are becoming fully present again. And presence is where healing takes place. My child, I am also healing the way you speak to yourself. Last year left you questioning your worth, your judgment, your decisions. You replayed moments wondering if you could have done something differently. You blamed yourself for things you could not control. But this year, I am teaching you to speak with grace instead of judgment, compassion instead of criticism, truth instead of fear. You are not behind. You did not fail. You did not miss your purpose. You were learning, even in the pain. I am restoring your trust, not just in me, but in yourself. You will begin to feel more confident in your decisions, less dependent on validation, less afraid of making mistakes. You will understand that missteps do not disqualify you. They refine you, and that confidence will feel quiet, steady, and grounded. This year, healing will also change how you relate to others. You will no longer feel obligated to explain yourself to everyone. You will no longer tolerate environments that drain your peace. You will no longer confuse familiarity with alignment. You will choose relationships that feel safe, supportive, and genuine. This is not isolation. This is discernment. You may find that some connections naturally fade. Some conversations no longer resonate. Some patterns lose their hold. Let this happen without guilt. Healing often brings separation, not as punishment, but as protection. What no longer fits does not need to be forced. My child, this year is teaching you how to rest again. Not just physically, but emotionally and spiritually. Rest without replaying the past. Rest without worrying about the future. Rest without feeling unproductive. You are allowed to slow down. You are allowed to pause. You are allowed to heal without pressure. You will begin to notice moments of peace that feel unfamiliar. Moments when your mind is quiet. Moments when your heart feels light. Moments when you are fully present without anxiety. These moments are not accidents. They are signs that healing is taking root. Do not rush the process. Do not compare your healing to others. Do not judge yourself on days when emotions resurface. Healing is not about erasing the past. It is about reclaiming your present, and you are doing that, step by step. This year will not heal you by demanding strength. It will heal you by restoring safety. Safety in my presence. Safety in your heart. Safety in your future. And as safety grows, joy will return naturally. You are not being rebuilt from brokenness. You are being strengthened from experience. And the work I am doing now will last far beyond this year. My child, now that healing has begun to settle into the places you once guarded, I want you to know what this new year is carrying toward you. It is not rushing you forward. It is not demanding perfection. It is not asking you to pretend the past did not happen. This year is restoring what pain interrupted, gently, patiently, and completely. You are not being pushed to outrun your wounds. You are being invited to walk with me as they close. You may notice that your heart feels softer than it did before, even though it has been through more. That softness is not vulnerability without protection. It is vulnerability held by my presence. I am teaching you that your heart can be open without being harmed. You do not need armor when you are covered. You do not need walls when you are surrounded. You do not need to harden yourself to survive this year. You can live from trust instead of fear. There will be days when you recognize how far you have come without realizing it. You will respond differently to situations that once overwhelmed you. You will hear words that once hurt you deeply, and they will no longer pierce you the same way. You will remember moments from last year, and instead of pain, you will feel understanding. That is healing taking root, not erasing the past, but removing its power. This year will teach you how to receive again. You will receive peace without suspicion. You will receive joy without bracing for loss. You will receive kindness without questioning motives. You will receive blessings without guilt. These are not small shifts. They are evidence that restoration is happening at a deep level. You are learning that good things are allowed to stay. I know you have learned to expect disappointment. You learned it to protect yourself. But this year, I am retraining your expectations, not toward perfection, but toward trust. When challenges arise, you will no longer assume the worst. You will pause. You will breathe. You will remember that I am with you. And that remembrance will steady you. My child, restoration is not only about what is returned. It is about what is strengthened. This year, your discernment will sharpen. Your boundaries will hold. Your confidence will deepen. Your peace will remain. You will no longer feel pressured to explain your healing to others. You will no longer need approval to trust your pace. You will walk forward knowing that growth does not need permission. There are moments ahead when joy will surprise you. Not loud joy, Not overwhelming joy, but quiet joy, the kind that settles into your spirit and stays. Moments when you laugh without forcing it. Moments when your heart feels light without effort. Moments when you realize that you are okay, truly okay, for the first time in a long while. These moments will come because healing has made room for them. You may still carry memories from last year, but they will no longer define you. You may still remember what was lost, but it will no longer control your future. You may still reflect on what hurt, but it will no longer wound you. This is the difference between remembering and reliving. And this year, you will remember with peace. My child, I am also restoring your trust in time. You have felt behind before. You have questioned whether healing took too long. You have worried that life moved forward while you stayed still. But listen carefully. Nothing was wasted. Every moment taught you something essential. Every delay protected you. Every pause prepared you. This year, you will stop feeling late and start feeling aligned. As the months unfold, you will notice how carefully I place things back into your life. Not all at once, not overwhelming you, but in ways that feel safe and right. I will return hope gradually, confidence steadily, purpose clearly, and peace deeply. You will not feel rushed to receive. You will feel ready. And now, my child, let your spirit settle into this truth. You are not entering this year wounded and alone. You are entering it healed and held. The pain that followed you quietly is losing its grip. The heaviness that shaped your thoughts is lifting. The fear that guarded your heart is loosening. And what replaces it is trust. So without striving, without pressure, without needing the right words, let this rise gently within you. God, I give you what still aches inside me. I release what I carried from last year into this new beginning. Heal what pain interrupted. Restore what fear delayed. Replace heaviness with peace. Replace guarding with trust. Replace sorrow with hope. I receive your healing, your timing, and your care. I trust you with this year and with my heart. My child, remain here, calm, open, steady. I am not leaving you to heal alone. I am walking with you through every layer, every season, every step. You are not behind. You are not broken. You are becoming whole. This year will not reopen your wounds. It will close them. It will strengthen you. It will restore you. And you will step forward lighter than you arrived, because I am with you. If this message brought healing to your heart, take a quiet moment and write, I receive healing in this new year. Let this be your gentle declaration as you step forward into what God is restoring. And if you want to continue walking through this year with God's guidance and comfort, subscribe to God's Amen message so you don't miss what He speaks next. And if peace found you while listening, tap like so this message can reach others who are entering the new year carrying silent pain. Share this with someone who needs to hear that healing is possible even after a difficult year.